Hi there, my name is Netagam, and today we're playing Factorio. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were looking at our little coal pit stop, and it's definitely not working, and I'm thinking of it might be time to start getting into a little bit of logic and things like that. But right before I started recording this episode, I realized that there's a train up here that wasn't working. It is this train that I'm selected on right now, because it had run out of fuel. And I realized that in changing up the iron plates stations, some of these trains that used to be going to just the one iron plates pickup, I know they all get coal. Never mind, they all get coal. This is the one I'm looking at right here. And that's why it ran out of fuel, because it did that same thing that other train is doing, right? It has nowhere to put these resources right now, and so therefore it doesn't stick around at the iron plates pickup for long enough to actually get any coal. So what I'm going to do is that same thing where I say how did I do it? I click this. This is going to be, that's going to be or. This is going to be and. Time passed 10 seconds. That's also going to be and. So, either 40 seconds have passed, or it's got full inventory, 5 seconds of inactivity, and 10 seconds have passed. Which might be a little overkill to have the 5 seconds of inactivity and the 10 seconds passing, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's fine. So now what that should mean is that it at least stays at the iron plates pickup for 10 seconds. At least. So it should hopefully pick up a little bit of coal while it sits there waiting. Okay, so back to what I was doing here. I don't know where the car is. That is not good. Alright, this guy is doing nothing at the moment, right? Yeah, you're just stopped. So I'm not gonna worry about that, although I might use it for a couple of little... Gotta send this guy that's not gonna cause a huge disaster. I suppose I can just send it here for now. And then I'll just let it get back to its business. Oh, perfect. Incredible. I'm gonna get rid of that. And we'll let it just go back to doing whatever it was doing. Which is, theoretically should be nothing, but I won't worry about that. Okay, so what I would like to do is try to shut this off. And since I have no idea what I'm doing, this is gonna be interesting. So, arithmetic combinator. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna go do real quick was... Catch the train, catch the train, catch the train. Oh, yeah. All right, just kidding. You are going down here briefly instead. I need to pick up. No, never mind. Just kidding. No, not that. Here. Great. Oh. Quite a bit of traffic around here. Around these parts. Who knew I needed so many copper plates? Oh no. I didn't realize this area was so congested. Okay. Hey you. Come with me, buddy. And we are going to do something real dumb. And that is back it up. What could possibly go wrong? A train could come, and I could be in between signals. This is not exactly designed for this. All right, it at least gets me close. All right, you can go back to what you were doing. Congratulations. All right, so I would just like to come over here real quick. Just to make my life a little bit easier. I mean, it's a little too late for that, but a little bit easier. And just grab a few of these so that I can make some of those. Okay. Yeah, anyone going? Oh, no, I'm here already. Oh, what was I thinking? I was thinking I was so much farther away from the copper wire than I was, because I was thinking I needed to go down to the copper plates, not the copper wire. Oh, dingus. Anyway, okay, so I have some wire, and probably not enough wire. Let me make a few more of those. We're probably gonna need a few, I don't know. Let's just make a few of each, just so, I don't know, we got something. Because essentially I think what I want to do is just say, you know, is there, I don't know, 1,000? Even that seems kind of overkill, but it's already past that, so. You know, I kind of just want to say, is there 1,000 turrets between these chests? And so let's see. What do these do? How do these work? Performs arithmetic operations on circuit network signals. We got decider. This is like I assume greater than or equal to kind of thing. Okay. Output 1. Output the specified output signal with a value of 1. I assume copy the count of the specified output signal from the input signals. Okay. Not entirely sure what that means, but we'll find out, I suppose. Okay, I think I don't really have any space for it anymore, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Nope. I'm gonna drop a couple of things. I don't know if there's a difference between the green wire. I don't think there is. Or the green and red wire, rather. So let's go ahead and just sort of stick with one color for now. All right, so what, can I just connect those? Sure seems like I kind of can. And then if I connect that, greater, and I guess I could hard code it. Ooh, fun. 1,000? All right. I guess, I don't know if this has to be the thing. Do I have to say turrets? I imagine I do. And then input signals, 2.9 thousand. Okay. So I assume this is 2.9 thousand. And I'm asking, is it greater than 1,000? So the answer should be yes. I'm not sure what that means. What if I just sort of... times... I'm kind of just curious to see, like, will this just show me? Well, no. Actually, I don't know. What am I looking at? Nothing. It doesn't care about that. Input count. Okay, so let's output X. Okay, so that's not a thing. X times 1. Output X. Nope. Okay, input X, output X. Copy the count of the specified output signal from the input signals. All right, just do 1 then, maybe? Okay. 1X. And then... 2,000, oh gosh. Yeah, all right. I can't say I'm terribly surprised there. So, cool. And then I suppose I could just say 3. And then presumably this will be, yeah, nothing. Okay, so that's not outputting X anymore. And then, but if I say it's 1, then it is outputting X because it is, the number of turrets in here is greater than 1,000. Okay, cool. So I don't think I need this. I was just trying to see if I could get that output signal to show me anything. Which I suppose it shows here, but I just wanted to make sure. So I don't think I need that. So I'm outputting X. Ooh. Didn't realize we were getting that close. I don't know if I can actually directly impact these with wires. I think I might need to do something else. But how would I... Circuit network, not connected. Okay. And then I assume that this has a range. Yeah, not unlike a telephone pole. So I should theoretically be able to connect these like that. And then, oh, beans. Like so. Cool. I like it. And then, I suppose some sort of something like this. Connect that to that. So that should be getting the X signal. If X is less than 1, then what? Check to signal everything. Is there sort of like a... Well, let's just sort of see. Let's say red. And then you will output red. Huh. Interesting. Ah. Okay. Mode of operation. Enable, disable. Enable condition. X is... Oh, okay. So I actually don't even need that. It has its own little sort of thing already. So theoretically, I can just take this, connect it to this, and that'll stop. Because if I just say X is greater to or equal than to 1... No, rather, sorry, less than 1. Because I want it to be off right now. Then that should be that. I think. And then, or would it make more sense? Probably, just as a way of not running so many cables. Oh, rude. Oh, I can't connect it to a assembly machine. Oh. My assembly machines are not smart enough, I suppose. These ones are probably the ones that need or that can do fun stuff, eh? All right, let me do that then. I'm gonna go ahead and just take these down. I think that's the case. I actually don't know. I'm only assuming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10. So these can go there. Okay. looks right, I suppose. Yeah. All right, so you guys can do turrets, and no, you don't have any. You don't have any logic. Oh well, I don't know if it matters. All right, so no logic. I guess I will do. I'm trying to not do this really dumb, but I don't know if there's a way to not do it really dumb. Seems pretty dumb so far. Just a lot of like daisy chaining assemblers together in the worst way possible. Oh well, what can you do? All right, so you, sweet. You, not so sweet. You to you, sweet. Let me tell it all to do its thing here. Oh, beads. Okay, so that should be that, and then I should be able to set all these. Who didn't get the memo, dude? There we go. Oh, you didn't. You also didn't get the memo. No, did that work? Not you. Yes, okay. And then I'm probably gonna need a few more of these cables. I will connect this to this to this, and then I will say you, and then yeah, we'll just connect it to everyone in its power orbit, I suppose. I think that's the easiest way to keep track of what I'm doing. You, and you. And then that guy to that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. Okay. I think that's everyone. We'll find out. So let me grab that. And boop, boop, boop. Problem is, it's not going to actually, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference because off is off. But I suppose when I do that, they all should do nothing. Cool. All right. So now that they're all doing nothing, and then I'm going to go ahead and set this to, you know, I could set this to a variable or whatever, you know, but whatever. For now, we're just going to do it hard-coded. Just going to set it to a much bigger number, and I should see everyone start running. Lovely. And then back in here, we'll set this to 1 again, and everyone should stop. Neat. All right, yeah. That wasn't too crazy. A little bit of terrible wiring aside. More or less how I expected it to go. So yeah, I like that. These seem quite powerful. I'm sure I am only scratching the surface, because, yeah, that already seems pretty overwhelming. This whole, like, I assume that's kind of just a variable, and I could probably just pick whatever I wanted. So I pick X, just, you know, sort of bog standard variable. But yeah, so far so good. I wonder if I have the input density here to actually turn a second one on. I'm gonna guess sort of no. But how are we actually doing over here? It's currently enough. They will resupply should they decide to function. So I am currently in the throes of not worrying about it. But now the question is, since I had so much just riveting success here with the too many turrets problem, now the problem comes down to, how do I tell my trains to go to different stops? And I kind of like my stupid thing, but the problem is I don't know how am I actually gonna like figure that out? Also, it probably means I'd have to connect every single one of these stations together via the power lines, which, you know, it's a thing. But so he's got the turret. So what do I do about the turret? If I'm going to be doing it in this sort of silly way that I kind of came up with, where I have this turret as a sort of just a little MacGuffin, you know, and I just say, hey, does box here equal turret? If so, don't. But that's not gonna be enough, because then that just turns this station off forever. So I don't know. Unless there's some. Yeah. Okay. Let's cook a little bit. I'm sure there are infinite and myriad of ways to do this better, but this is my entry into the kooky world of combinators that I think is going to be a lot of fun. Oh boy. So we're gonna take this guy. No, we're not gonna take that guy because it's gonna have to be filter inserters. We're gonna take a couple of boxes, and then this can just be a normal thing. This can just be a normal thing. This will have to be a filter inserter. So this guy is only going to bring with it turrets. I could pick something a little bit more exotic if I wanted to, but for now, turrets is fine. So you are going to whitelist. In fact, turrets is probably actually a really stupid idea, because the one thing that train actually stops at the station where it could theoretically, should something go horribly wrong, could actually pick up turrets. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't pick up ammo. It picks up coal. Never mind. Turrets are fine. So this can only pick up turrets. So as that train comes back, it will hang out in here, and the turret will get pulled from the train. There should only be one. It'll get pulled from the train. It'll go into this chest. This guy will be off. I'll disable that, right? So now it sits in here, and as long as it sits in there, the station limit, train limit, the station, is 0. I think this will work. But then when it goes to another station, do I have to have multiple trains? Can I set this? Can I set a limit here? Override stack size 1. I might have to do a little compare here just to make sure it only pulls 1, because I'm thinking I might have enough turrets. So that'll pull. Oh gosh. Hold the phone, fellas. Cool. It just left with the turret. Oh no, there it is. Gimme. Why can't I pick up the turret? Can I have that, please? Thank you. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. First, we're gonna check to see, is there, nope. That is a little confusing. I mean, it makes sense, but it is a little confusing to have it be cited like that. So is there more than 0 turrets? Yes, more than 0 turrets. Or I guess we'll just say, no, yeah, we'll just say more than 1. Is there more than 0? In which case, export, we'll just say X again. Or I should probably be careful about that if I start to cross those networks, right? Those will probably start getting really upset. But let's just say, nope, but not that. Just kidding, not that. We're gonna say, do you have a turret? Just one. If so, turn this guy off. Enable. Actually, I don't even need this, do I? Just say you to you. There we go. You, enable disable, turret, greater than 0. Okay, lovely. So I think, and with its stack size just forced to 1, it should just put 1 turret, put it in the chest, and then call it a day. Right? So let's see. Rude. Huh? There was no turrets, though. Oh. Why couldn't you do it? There were no turrets. Enable, disable. Turret. Stack size of 1. If greater than 0. Which it isn't. It's 0. Right? Equal to 1? Disabled. Why are you disabled, my dude? Maybe I can't do this with just a single cable. Seems like I should be able to. I'm kind of surprised, actually. Huh. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. That's weird. Greater than 0. I wonder why. Huh. I'm a little confused. I don't fully understand how this works, so I guess that's to be expected. But can I see the... Reads the contents of the container and sends them to the circuit network. Fun. All right. What if I put a dude in the middle? Turrets greater than 0. Output. We'll actually just say Y. Output Y. Weird. There must be some sort of... Oh, I can't even filter these. Okay. All right. Less than or equal to 2. 1. Interesting. Interesting. I am not entirely sure. Disabled by controlled behavior. Should that not be true? Should this not be true? It is in fact less than 2. There are fewer than 2 turrets in that chest. Does there have to be something in the chest? So that's not working. Give me my turret back. Mike, what if I just... Oh, God. I've made a mistake. What? What? Mode of operation. Enable, disable. Turn this entity on only when the condition is true. I'm dumb. Equal to 0. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Turns out the problem was me all along. Okay, so yes. If the turrets are none, then you can work. Of course, I want it to stop working when there are turrets in the chest. So, oh, cool. No, it's fine. All right, so then I want these guys to sort of I want this guy to sort of be off by default. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of set this guy. And then enable, disable. We won't worry about the condition, although why don't we go ahead and just say y is greater or is equal to 1. And that'll be our, well, actually I don't know. How are we gonna do this? Because I don't think I want to send, I don't want to just send the Y signal, right, to everyone. Each station is going to have their own variable, I think, right? Actually, I don't know. How would I do this in a way that makes sense? Okay. I think I know. Well, I think, again, these are all my very, very silly ideas of how to do this. But here's... No, I don't think there's any way for me to create that as perfectly variable. I know I'm kind of just thinking in my head, and I apologize, but it's I could just sort of like run through stupid ideas much faster if I don't articulate them particularly well. So what I'm thinking is, how do I tell this station that it is you're still going, you're still cooking, like there's plenty of space, everyone's happy. How do I tell it? Like, so my idea here is that it gets the turret, and when it's in this station, or when there's a turret in this box, it turns off this station. Therefore, the train, when it picks a coal pit stop, has to pick a different one, right? This one is unavailable. So, then what? What? That each... Maybe could I do it the other way around? Maybe there's turrets in every stop, and it's only when... But then how do I flip it? Right? So it has the turret. I guess I could just sort of... Huh. Interesting. An interesting conundrum of my own making, because this is a problem, sure, just the wrong way to do it. But I'm enjoying myself, and I'm looking forward to seeing if I can figure this out in a sort of a silly way. I'm just trying to think of like, so, like essentially building almost like a counter, you know, where it's sort of like, you know, but in a way that's completely procedural, right? I don't want to say, hey, wait 5 times or something like that, right? I'm thinking of sending a signal and saying, hey, I got to a different station. And we currently have 2 coal pit stops, but I want this to work if we have 2 or 5 or 25. I theoretically want to be able to build this anywhere, as many times as I want. And always and somehow have that whole list of stations be just trading off, you know, who gets the train, essentially. And And I don't exactly know how to do that. I think I could get him to just flip-flop. And that's kind of where my brain keeps going, right? It gets the turret, it disables the train, and then when it gets to the next stop, it sends a signal saying, hey, you're good to go again. But then that just means the train's gonna come here again, right? This presumably is the train's first choice, always, if it's not blocked. So if I cut off access to this station, it'll go to the other one. But then if I, in the middle, when it gets to that other station, return access to this station, I assume it will just come here next time, regardless of how many stations there are, right? It's gonna have the one that it thinks is its priority. So how do I get it to wait? Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to get it to disable this station when it gets here, and then wait until it gets to, like, some number of stations later. But it would have to be, I think, if I'm correct about the way that this thing path finds to the correct station, I assume it would have to be like, say I have 5 pit stops, I would have to somehow count from 5. It would have to somehow know how many pit stops there are, right? Which is not impossible, I assume, but I don't know what how to actually get that piece of information. So, real quick, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. This is extracurricular, but I'm just sort of curious. What kind of information can I get from you? Not what I wanted. Each, anything, everything, dot signal, info signal, check signal. It's info signal. So that doesn't seem right. I suppose I could use a chest or something like that. What if I just do this? And no, that doesn't do anything necessarily. Okay. Sends the contents of the circuit network to the train so they can be used for wait conditions. Read train contents, read stop train, read train count. Reads the number of trains going to the particular train stop. Includes the stopped train. Turns this entity on only when the condition is true. Trains will skip disabled stops, allowing them to control train routes. Sure. That's the goal. I could always do, again, I could just do it based on whether or not they're full. But that would mean that they'd have to go to every stop until that stop is full. And then it'll go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't want. I don't know. That's going to be a little conundrum, but I think that's going to have to be for next time. We've already run quite long on this episode. That's going to do it for this episode. When I come back with more Factorio, I'll continue to play around with this. Maybe I'll have a think on it between this episode and next and see if I can come up with any other silly ideas. But I'm already having a lot of fun with all these circuits, and I'm really curious to see what kind of shenanigans I can get up to using them. So I think this is the beginning of a lot of madness. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye! Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.